We spent days without power, water, or heat. And all of this situation left a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, and a continuous search for someone to blame. Now we have people who blame it all on the wind power plants for being unreliable, which is not true. Others who blame it all on the deregulated energy system, energy market of Texas, which still is not correct. So what I would love to do with this video is trying to explain, at the best of my knowledge, in a simple way, what is the current market energy situation in Texas, what happened, why it happened, and why we cannot blame it all on someone or something. So let's take a look. Let's start with the energy market. There are two kinds of markets, regulated and deregulated. In a regulated market, the state gives the local monopoly to one private utility company. The price is regulated by the state as well as the requirements that the utility company has to meet. In a deregulated market instead, the state sits out. The market is free and open and all of the companies can compete against each other for clients. There is no requirement set by the states as competition will act as a regulator. In theory, all of the companies will do whatever they can to provide the best service at the lowest cost in order to win more clients. Texas, of course, is a deregulated market, and we will get back to that in a second. Now, why did all of these blackouts happen? And the simple answer is because there wasn't enough power for everyone. Why? Because of three main reasons. Let's take a look. Reason number one, cold. Because of the frigid weather, many plants shut down. Gas plants, wind and nuclear plants stopped their production. Factor number two, there weren't enough plants on. The electricity demand in Texas is much higher during summer than winter. So that's why we have a lot of plants that are switched on during summer and then turned off during winter for maintenance, and because it is not profitable to have all of these plants with such a low demand. And we will get back to the profitability thing in a second. Third and final point, Texas has a standalone grid, which is not connected to any other states. And this means that Texas cannot import power from the close-by states. And the state of Texas decided to have a standalone grid back in 1935 to be independent from the feds, from the federal government. So, what could have gone better? Well, we could have had more generators on, and at the same time, we could have had plants better equipped to cope with this kind of temperature. But why we didn't have any of that? And the reason, it's very simple. It is not profitable to prepare for this kind of extremely rare events. In a free, open, deregulated market, if I invest so much to prevent these kind of events, my energy will cost much more than any of my competitors who didn't prepare. And assume that you are one of the power generating company. How much would you invest to prevent something that might happen maybe once every 10 years? Haha, so the deregulated system, that's the thing that we need to blame. No, because having a regulated market doesn't always guarantee that your plants are going to be ready and reliable under any condition. Plus, usually in regulated markets, the cost of energy is much higher. There will be much more to say about regulated versus deregulated market. If you want, we can make a specific video about that, but for the moment, what I would love to do with this video is I hope that I gave you an idea of what happened, why it happened, and why we cannot blame a specific thing for what happened. It's a system. It has its pros and its cons. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Tales of Startup. And until next time, as always, fai a MODINO.